Hi, this is Charlie Page from the Directory of eZines, back with another case study to help your online marketing. These case studies come from my DOE Lifetime members who can call me a couple times a week and ask whatever's on their mind. And they ask some really interesting questions. Now, a lady called the other day and she said, I've been told to do article marketing. Go quickly, do article marketing. She had joined a business and they said, get out there and do article marketing. And she was all excited about that, except she had this question. How does article marketing work? Well, it's a good question because, we all know what an article is. We all know what marketing is, but there's nothing offline that prepares us to understand the concept of article marketing online. So what is article marketing? Well, it's simply a process. It's a process of writing informative articles and placing those articles where people will read them and want to learn more. It's that simple. It doesn't need to be made more complicated than that. How does it work? Well, you write informative articles that help readers but don't tell the entire story. And here's the key. You don't want to tell the entire story. You want to create curiosity. This is really the most important point. Your article should be helpful. Give them an action step. Say, go do this. Give them 3 action steps. Try this for yourself. Try this at home, as they say. But you don't want to tell the whole story, because if you tell the whole story, there's no reason for them to go to your site. And the whole point of article marketing is to do marketing, which is also selling. And you can't do that unless people go to your website. So when they want to know more, they'll go to your website or any site you're promoting if you're selling someone else's product as an affiliate to get more information. Why does it work? Well, you're giving before you expect to receive, and that is always a good thing. You build trust by providing useful information. You become trusted. You become an expert in their eyes because you've written an article or had one written for you, but nobody needs to know that, about a particular topic that they found helpful. You create curiosity by providing useful but incomplete information. Now that phrase, which is really good, useful but incomplete, I think came from Jimmy Brown. So, fairness, there you go, Jimmy. Curiosity is the name of the game. That's what you're trying to do. That's why it works. It works because it helps people and it creates curiosity. They want to know more. Boom, they click the link at the bottom of the article. They go to your website. Information is the currency of the internet. It's the lifeblood of the internet. And searchers want free information before they'll pay for more information. When I go into Sam's Club, if they said to me when I walked in the door, hey, you want to buy a 10-pound frozen lasagna? I'd probably say, no, that's okay, thanks. But when I walk past the frozen lasagna aisle, there's a nice lady, and she's got these little squares of lasagna, and I try it, and it's hot, and it's tasty, and I'm hungry anyway, and it's very good. Now I'm ready for that 10-pound frozen lasagna. So you see, it's how you present information. And in this case, the point is that searchers want free information because before they'll pay for more information. That's why Google's one of the biggest companies around. They give lots of free information. But the people who search for that information will pay for more information if you present what you're presenting to them well in your article. Who can use article marketing? Well, people who want to sell their own products like me. I own several different websites, want to sell those products. People who want to sell affiliate products. That's me and you too, maybe. People who want to build a team of leaders. People who want to build a list. Hardly any better list building method than article marketing because it shows people what you're offering. Again, it's the taste of lasagna. And once they've read your article and they like it, they're going to want to read more that you write or have written for you, and they'll join your list to do that. You can use article marketing. That's the most important point. Whether you ever buy anything from me or not, use article marketing as often as you can. It really will work. When I joined the Directory of eZines as a member very, very long time ago, I started doing article marketing crazy. I mean, huge. As much as I could. I was sending articles out 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week because that was what I could afford to do. It was free. And less than 18 months later, I bought the directory of e-zines. And I went from member to owner in no small measure because of the power of article marketing. So learn about this. Now, here's a few things you should do, things you should avoid. Here are the ones you should avoid. Don't make the article about you, because it's not about you. It's about the reader. So how do you make the article about the reader when you have no idea who the reader is, where they are, or what country they live in? Well, you talk about universal themes: saving time, saving money, making money from home, not wanting to work for the other guy but rather work for yourself, having freedom. These are universal concepts. You can make them tie into any product that you want to promote. I mean any product. I really don't recommend you use private label articles as is. In other words, if you buy one of these packs of 400 articles for $5, then modify those articles substantially before you use them. Otherwise, you'll look bad, because if the person selling the articles sells 1,000 copies of those articles, so they make $5,000, they're happy, they're off to the cantina doing whatever they're going to do with their money. Now, you put your name on the article, and all 999 other people put their name on the article too. It's like 1,000 people had the same idea at the same moment, and that doesn't work. So you really want to modify these articles, but don't use the spinner software that people promote, in my view, because it just makes you sound bad. I mean, it's like taking 3 different stories out of your newspaper and clipping them together and trying to read them. It just doesn't work. Some of them look good on the sales letter, but I've tried a lot of them. It hadn't worked for me. Here's another don't. Don't write one article and quit. This is a long-term foundational strategy. It absolutely works. It works very well, but you have to stick with it. You have to give it a good try. Now, what should you do? Well, you should write useful articles. And by useful articles, I mean you tell the reader what they can do to make their life better today. And not just, buy my product, because articles are not sales letters. Articles are not solo ads. They're articles. They're educational. They're informative. Try to keep your articles under 1,000 words. 500 words works really well. If you get up around 1,000 words, you'll say you're writing an article, you're cranking away. You get up to about 1,000 words, consider making it a 2-parter. That works well. Do submit your articles to article directories, e-zines, and blogs. E-zines are the hidden diamond in the rough of internet marketing when it comes to articles, because not that many people use them, and when you put your article in an e-zine, it stands alone. Think about this. You go to an article directory, you submit your article, it's quick, it's easy, it's over, boom, boom, boom. But your article is one of 10 or 100,000 articles on this one article directory. When you submit your article to an e-zine, it's the only article that runs in that issue of the e-zine. So that's a very powerful thing. Same with blogs. If you submit your articles to blogs and get them approved, for some period of time, your article's going to be in that #1 position. Try to write at least one article a week. Really not that hard to write one a week. Really hard to think to yourself, I have to write one every day. That's too much pressure. Yeah, back that off. Write one a week. You're going to do great. If you write one a week and you find you like it, write a couple the next week. But don't put yourself under such pressure that you can't get it done. Always spell and grammar check your articles. It's a tiny thing. It takes a moment, but it's huge when something goes out with your name on it and there's an error. So what about your situation? How are you doing online? Think about this. If you stopped working tomorrow, would your income stop or would it continue? It really should continue if you're working online, because the key to succeeding online is automation. Article marketing is part of that. You write the article once, you put it out there, and it works for you day in and day out. I'm telling you, I'm getting traffic right now from articles I wrote years ago, literally. And I track these things so that I know. So I'd like to help you if I can. If you're a DOE member, log in, get my number, get my email address. Let's get going. If you're not a member, consider becoming a member, and let's work together to get your marketing going. Whether that's article marketing, pay-per-click, joint ventures, doesn't matter. I'd like to work with you if I can. This is Charlie Page. Had a great time making this video. Hope you had a good time watching it, and I look forward to being in touch with you again soon.